Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about beabadoobee's new album, This Is How Tomorrow Moves. It's got 14 tracks, it's 41.5 minutes long. Let's get into it. Let's get into my initial thoughts about the album. So if you don't know who beabadoobee is, she's a Filipino-born English singer and songwriter. She's got a few albums and EPs that came out beforehand, like Patched Up, Fake It Flowers, Our Extended Play, Beatopia, and Loveworm. So this is a new album, which I'm really excited to get into. It's all produced by Rick Rubin, and yeah, just some really great songwriting, lyrics, and vocal performances on this album. Before this new album came out, she released 4 singles, which were Coming Home, Beaches, Ever Seen, and Take a Bite. And I think they were all really good singles. Obviously, Take a Bite was the more popular, catchy, and I think one of the best tracks on the album. It's just a really great song. As we head into the first track on the album, it's Take a Bite. It was one of the singles that were released before the album came out. It's very catchy, it's very popular, it's got a very good guitar on it. Her songwriting is really introspective. She's acknowledging her own toxic qualities, she's finding comfort in chaos. She's also acknowledging her unhealthy way of living while she's on tour and away from her family and her boyfriend and her pets and stuff like that. It's just a really good song, and I really like it a lot, and I've definitely been listening to it a lot before this album came out. On the second track, California, you've got drums and heavier guitars, and on this song, B is really just talking about how she feels the unrelentless pressure of touring and performing, and how she really just wants a break, and how she just got so much going on all the time, and it's just so chaotic. And I guess that is the cost of the life of being a talented musician. To be successful, you need to be touring and performing and doing all these things all the time. You don't really have much time for yourself, because the way a lot of these artists make money is from touring and performing all over their own country, or all over Europe and America and Asia. On One Time, it's got drums and guitars, and she's just really talking about her relationship frustrations, which are really relatable. The lyrics really stand out on this one, in particular when she says, keep on faking just to make it, what's the point of fixing problems? When it's broken, we were shameless. I just really enjoy this track, and a lot of her songs I've enjoyed over the years, on her other albums and EPs, just because her songwriting is really good, and just she has incorporates a lot of instruments such as drums and guitars, and obviously if you know, she plays bass. But yeah, I really enjoy this track, and I feel like the theme of the album is very introspective and reflecting on her life and things that have happened to her, and I'll get into that as we head into the album later on. On Real Man, I particularly enjoyed this track. It's got guitar, it's got a catchy chorus. She just has a really enjoyable flow on it. And yet again, she's just talking about her relationship disappointment with her neglectful ex-boyfriend, and how he's blaming his poor actions and bad behavior on the fact that nobody taught him how to be a real man, which I think is just really funny and really stupid. She has some good lyrics on this, saying she needs some reassurance and not just a silly romance. And just gone on about I guess nobody taught you how to be a real man. It's just a really awesome track. On Tie My Shoes, I feel like it's one of the more emotional tracks on the album, with the guitar, and it's just really a deep exploration of her strained relationship with her father. It's just really emotional. It really plucks on the heartstrings. In this track, she covers self-deception and her unresolved feelings, and the lyrics are hitting really hard and heavy on this one. Lied to a girl who hardly knew but thought the world of you. The other heartfelt lyrics where are you to tie my shoes, it's all gone loose, my old man's got nothing to do but to ruin my plans. And just a really strong emotional track, which yet again would be relatable to a lot of people if they have a strained relationship with their father. Just a really beautiful track. I love it a lot. On Girl Song, I feel like it's one of the more important tracks on the album, because she talks about self-doubt and insecurity she feels being a woman, and how she overthinks the proportions of her waist and the creases on her face. And then she later on realizes it's unimportant how other people think about her, and what is most important is how she thinks of herself. So it's a very empowering track, and it would really stand out and resonate with a lot of her female listeners. On Coming Home, I particularly like this track because it's such a unique song. She's talking about how she misses her 2 cats, Kimchi and Miso, and her boyfriend while she's away in Los Angeles recording the new album. She really just covers how the way she feels. She misses such nuanced things when being away, such as like doing the dishes or like taking out the rubbish, and like the intimacy when doing these things with like a partner or like living with a partner is not often acknowledged. I thought it was really cute and really cool how she like mentioned it in this song and like covered it. So I thought that was a really unique take on a track like this, and a really good execution of her ideas. And yeah, it's just a really feel-good track. On Everseen, it's got the guitar yet again, and she's like talking about her paradoxical experience of finding clarity and self-realization during a mental breakdown. And she truly realizes the love that she has for her boyfriend during this time, because as she's going through a mental breakdown, he's like looking after her and caring for her, and like, yeah, her love for him grows stronger. She also acknowledges that despite how painful a mental breakdown can be, it can also be a transformative experience because it strengthens her emotional connection, and she also experiences personal growth. And yeah, it's just kind of a more understanding of herself, and just truly the love she has for her boyfriend, just helping her through this tough time while having a mental breakdown. It's just a really beautiful and meaningful track. On A Cruel Affair, she talks about how she compared herself a lot to other women on social media, and just like the unrealistic expectations perpetuated by social media. And she's just, yeah, really comparing herself a lot and just not feeling great about herself. But then as the track progresses, she realizes her own self-worth, and it's kind of, yeah, a track of feeling like insecure to like self-affirmation, which is just really beautiful, and I feel like could be important for a lot of people. So to really resonate with them a lot. It's just a really good message on this track. It's also very like catchy and smooth, and like the lyrics are a big part of the song yet again. She just has really great songwriting, and she just talks about how like she's a catch, yet so am I. There's no need for my demise. And she just really covers like the whole title of the track being a cruel affair, how it's just really detrimental to both people if they were to compare themselves to each other. So yeah, it's always important to know your own self-worth and really just only compare yourself to yourself, like the previous versions of yourself, and just wanting to be a better person every day. Yeah, it's just a really important track for a lot of our listeners, and I'm really glad she put this one out. On Post, there's not too much to talk about. It's got like the drums, and like the lyrics are important, as she says like, just wanted to see your name on the post, not waiting any longer, you got nothing to show for it. It's just a really nice track that kind of slows down the pace of this album, but yeah, just a really good song. On Beaches, I really love this track. It was one of the singles that came out a day before the album came out. It's just, yeah, really catchy guitar. She has a really enjoyable flow on it. The lyrics are a big standout, where she's saying like, because all the days blend into one when I'm on the right beaches, and all the white walls hold all the secrets, and don't wait for the tide just to dip your feet in, because I'm sure now. She's just really talking about how like you shouldn't wait for a favorable situation just to do something. You should just do it because you want to do it, or do it because it makes you feel good. On Everything I Want, it's like a really beautiful track, how she talks about despite feeling down at times, she knows that like the thought of her boyfriend will bring her happiness and hope. And like the lyrics are like, even though the weather's down, just like the sun, I know you come around. So like, yeah, despite her feeling just like sad at sometimes, just having her boyfriend with her is really uplifting. And yeah, he's always there for her, which is just really, really, really sweet. The Man Who Left Too Soon is definitely one of the most beautiful tracks on the album. It's just so emotional and so heartfelt. She's writing this song from the perspective of her boyfriend, whose dad had passed away. She also herself hadn't known her dad too well since he left very early on in her life. The lyrics really beautiful on this one, when she says like, when the wind decides to move and like the clouds clear out, we both look at the same moon, which is just a really beautiful thought. And she says like, it's one of the many ways I can think about you. I wish I had met the man who left too soon. Yeah, just a really powerful, emotional song, and a great way to close out the album, being the second last track. The final track on the album, This Is How It Went, is definitely the most controversial song on this album, definitely one of the most talked about ones. She says like how she's just trying to find her creative outlet to express her feelings, and how she says it was just a song, and just like let her write her own songs and go make a movie or something to keep yourself busy. Other powerful lyrics are like, just let me write a song, like all the songs I love to listen to, writing because I'm healing, never trying to hurt you. She'd addressed like her split from like her ex-boyfriend because he cheated on her, and she addressed it on many songs, but more explicitly on a song called The Way Things Go. And this ex-boyfriend that had cheated on her had posted a video of himself with the girl that he cheated on Bea with, and with the song playing on in the background, which I thought is just like a really like disgusting way to go about things. Like, she wrote the song as a way to heal, not to be like petty towards him, but for him to go and do that is just, yeah, a really ugly and disgusting thing to do. And obviously she felt some type of way about it writing this song. And I just feel like she's done a lot better for herself, just, you know, being the better person, and yeah, just going on with her life and trying to do the best and, you know, put more positive energy out into the world. But yeah, just like the drama behind like this track and like just everything that's gone into with her life, I'm just really happy with how she is now. But yeah, it's really interesting to see her address it on the final track of the album, and just, you know, really taking the moral high ground on it, and just wanting to be the better person, and just, yeah, wanting to write more songs to heal and enjoy listening to, and not trying to be petty about the situation or write songs to like hurt anyone else. This Is How Tomorrow Moves by beabadoobee could definitely be one of the best albums of 2024. It hasn't been out for long enough yet, so I haven't listened to it enough. I'm definitely going to be listening to it a lot more as 2024 goes on. Really great production by Rick Rubin on the whole album. It's great instrumentally. She's got really good songwriting on it, a lot of great ideas. You can really feel her emotion throughout the whole album. Yeah, I just knew it would be another good album by her, and I didn't expect any less. So I'm really grateful that she's dropped this, and yeah, definitely could be one of the best albums of 2024. Thanks for watching my first ever initial thoughts video. These videos are just going to be my first thoughts about an album that have just come out. They haven't been out for long enough yet, and I haven't listened to them long enough, so I can't really make an appreciation on them. Thanks for watching. Leave a like down below, subscribe, comment other albums, artists, and songs you want me to make videos about, whether appreciating or just giving my thoughts. Thanks for watching. See ya.